sure that your video is off unless you are asked to turn it on. The presentation is going to last for 45 minutes, and there will be a recorded version that would be pasted in our information page and also shared on our YouTube, that you can go on there, access it, and have yourself review the whole session again. Also, if you have any questions, just like I said, please leave it in the chat box and my coordinators will make sure to attend to it, or we'll read it out when there's time for questions and answers. Also, this information presentation will not be shared. You can have the full video on our YouTube when you go on there to have the whole session again and have a review of it. Thank you so much. Okay. So before anything, why are we here today? What are we doing? We will talk about what the CBDA program is about, the knowledge areas, the benefits of taking this program, the facilitators, the expert facilitators that will be taken as you get introduced to them, some testimonials from our clientele, and also the people that we've worked with, some companies that we've worked with, and get introduced to IIBA, that is the certifying body, International Institute of Business Analysis. Then we also tell you how to register and get you onboarded for the upcoming cohort. All right. Okay, so please, if you have any questions, you can send us a message in our WhatsApp or leave it in the comment section. You can reach us on 055 879 2608 or 020 624-8193, and we will attend to you. These numbers are available even after the call. You can DM us anytime, and our coordinators will do all to respond to any inquiry that you may have. All right, getting into it, I would want to introduce myself. Me doing the information session today. My name is Stella Jan. I am part of the marketing team for Blossom Pro, and with myself, Daniel Kusi, we are the marketers for this program. So I'm sure many of you may have spoken to us on call. So my name is Stella Jan, and you will be seeing me as the program progresses, and also when you do come for the September 14 class, I will be attending to you. All right. So as I said, I've been talking about the September 14 class, and this is the flyer for the class. This session is a hybrid session. When I say a hybrid session, I mean we have both the online and in-person session, and we'll talk more about it, talk about the days that we'll be meeting, the meeting times also, and what is expected of you. And as you can also see, that is our certification that shows that Blossom Pro is an endorsed education provider with IIBA. We are the endorsed education provider here in Ghana with IIBA. So having your training with us is the right course of action. Also, you can see the CBDA logo from IIBA. If you have this badge, or if you register with IIBA, this is the badge you are going to get. You become a certified business data analytics professional. All right. So I just want to go into what we are talking about, what the CBDA certification is all about. We all know that many a times without data, you are just another person with an opinion. Without data, you are just another person with an opinion. And what is the CBDA program? It is a professional certification designed to help business professionals apply data analytics skills to real-world business problems and decision making. And in today's world that we are in, data is no longer optional. Every professional who can transform data into business value will be the ones leading the organization in the future. That's why you should register for the Business Data Analytics program. And this program helps you bridge the gap between the business and the decision makers, making you an ideal professional to leverage data without any necessary or any background with coding or technical bit. All you have to know is you understand the data analytics framework and you can use it to influence business decision. That is all what the CBDA program is about. Okay, so when we talk about the CBDA program, we have some six knowledge areas. Six knowledge areas that guides us to do whatever we do. And when you get into the IIBA bubble, the bubble is the business analysis book of knowledge. So there's one for data analytics too. And you get introduced to the six knowledge areas. Six knowledge areas could be the six models that the whole 12 weeks program is going to be about. So business analysis or business data analytics is more than working with data. It is more than working with data. It helps you to transform the business challenges into actionable insights that will drive your decision making and organization success. So when we say the knowledge areas, I'll talk about each knowledge area, what is going to be done with the knowledge area, what is to expect, and why you should embrace the knowledge areas as a business data analytics professional. So the first knowledge area that will get introduced during our 12-week training, should you join the CBDA training in September 14th, is one, identify research question. As a professional, you should to identify research question even before you commence your project. And every successful analytics initiative begins with a clear business question. You should understand why you are doing what you are doing. And this program will help you to break down the business question, the research questions, and our facilitators will take you through, and it will answer the question, why or what does our sales show? So if you have a project or you have a sales project, if you are looking at identifying the research questions, these are some questions you can ask. These are some examples, or some examples could be, why have sales declined by 15% in the last quarter? And you should be able to identify the root cause. And if you take the certification program, this is the breakdown, or we would have tax techniques and the outputs that would help you to do this knowledge area effectively. Then we move to the source data. Why should a professional source data, or why should you get introduced to the knowledge area source data? We understand that every business has data, but is it clean or is it dirty? Once the business question is defined, relevant data must be identified and collected. And as a data analytics professional, you should have the skill on your fingers. You should be able to identify or source the right data. You should know the quality you are looking out for, because the quality of insights depends on the quality of data you collect. And with this one, we are going to look at some tags and techniques that would also help you to build a case on how to source the data effectively, assess the data quality, availability, and reliability of every data that you are given. And that is the second knowledge area that our facilitators will take you through. Again, we'll talk about the third one, the analyze data. Please, if I'm moving fast or anything, you can just prompt me and I'll slow down. Or if I'm not audible to you, you can just let me know. All right. So with our third knowledge area, that's the analyze data. This is where data is transformed into meaningful information. The analyzed bit of the data is where you transform it into meaningful information, because you are able to identify patterns. You are able to identify the trends and the relationships that comes with the data. You look at the data from different viewpoints, because you know that when you analyze the data, you help organizations move beyond assumptions and make evidence-based decisions. That is what we do with the analyzed data. Why should a professional do this? You are putting away all assumptions and making sure that everything you are doing is evidence-based, looking at the framework of the Certified Business Data Analytics Professional Program. Okay, then the fourth knowledge area, that's the interpret and report results. We've spoken about how to identify research questions, how to properly source data, how to analyze data. And now the fourth one, how to interpret and report results. When you are doing interpret and report results, what is expected of you, or what is in this model that professionals are going to have as a skill that they can have in their workplace to improve their work, or better skill they can have a career progression. So in interpret and reporting results, analysis alone is not enough. Analysis alone is not enough. You can have a brainstorming session, interview session. That alone is not enough. Your findings has to be communicated effectively. If you are not a professional you cannot communicate your findings after a brainstorming session or after an interview or after everything, or you can't even lead, that means you are not interpreting and reporting the results well. And this model would help you to understand what the do's and the don'ts are, what you should look at, what the key focus is, and the example, because there are going to be lots of case studies and real world questions that our facilitators will take you through. And we are going to have capstone projects also. So why is it important to understand this model? Why is it important as a professional to sign on to it and get introduced to a knowledge area called the interpret and report result? Because even the best analysis has little value if the right decision makers cannot understand or act on it. So no matter what you do, it holds less value if it's not able to be worked with. So that is the model, the interpret and report result. That is what we are going to be looking at to get introduced to the task, get introduced to the techniques, get introduced to some examples, and have a fair idea of the whole picture of the interpret and report results knowledge area. Then the last one, the fifth one, sorry, when you've interpreted and reported the results, you use that results to influence business decision making. Use results to influence business decision making. And why is this important? You are looking at how you can recommend solution based on some findings, or you are looking at how you can influence strategic and operational decision with your findings. As a professional, you should also know that the ultimate goal of analytics is not reporting. It's not a beautiful dashboard, or it's not a beautiful Power BI thing that you have. It's not just about reporting. It is about using what you have to influence or improve business outcomes. So the ultimate goal of every analysis is not reporting. It is improving business outcomes. And as a professional in the business data analytics program, you will be introduced to this. Then the last one, we know that ultimately everything we do should be aligned to strategy, should be aligned to the business strategy, because if you are looking at a particular direction and the organization too is looking at a particular direction, there are conflicts. So your business data analytics skill should be able to guide organizational strategy. And that is our last model that we'll be talking about. And at that highest level, analytics should support a long-term organizational success, because as a business data analytics professional, you are bridging the gap between the business and the analytics. You are coming in as the bridge to help solve anything that may be there to influence the organizational success also. Now, when we talk about the guide organizational level strategy with business analytics, we are looking at how you can support innovation, competitive advantage. You can support the goal, the mission of the company. You can align analytics initiatives with business strategy, and you can also foster data-driven culture. If you have an organization that everybody is used to a particular traditional way, with the skill you learn in the CBDA class, it would help you to foster a data-driven culture. And why should you even do that? Or why should this knowledge area be something that you look out for? Because organizations leverage on analytics, they leverage on it to better position themselves in a competitive environment, or to also grow. So your findings from your results, your findings from your analyzed data, your findings from how you were able to source the right data, how you were able to identify the research question, should ultimately influence business decision. Okay, so the 6 knowledge areas, it provides a complete framework for transforming data into business value. That's why when you get introduced to these models are done from the identify research question, you get to the source data or the analyzed data, you get there and you get to understand that all this framework bit by bit transforms data into business value. Because as a CBDA professional, you should be able to influence business decision with data analytics. Okay, so moving on, I would want to go to the certified professionals that will be taking us through this 12 weeks program. And who are the people taking us through? We have our lead facilitator, Mr. Francis Kakari. He is a certified business data analytics professional. He has written the program with IIBA and passed. He is a data analytics facilitator with Blossom Academy and has taught over 200 fellows in Excel, SQL, Power BI, and also helped cohorts beyond his reach. His approach focuses on practical, real-world data skills and data storytelling. In last year, 2025, Francis received the Employee of the Quarter for his organization and ultimately getting the Employee of the Year for 2025. In that recognition for his performance and impact, he is extremely passionate about using data analytics for empowerment, education, and organizational growth. And that is the lead facilitator that will be taking us for the cohort 3 class or the 12 weeks also. Now, also to our facilitator and our instructor, Mr. Victor Bolade. He is also a certified business data analytics professional. He's a DataCamp certified data scientist and an AI engineer with over 4 years of hands-on experience across Nigeria, Ghana, and Germany. He is currently the lead instructor for Blossom Academy, delivering training in data analytics, machine learning, AI to professionals across Nigeria and Ghana. Victor knows firsthand what it takes to pass the exam because he has gone through the drill, and most importantly, how to apply data analytics skills in your job. And also, he brings the same practical, no fluff approach into his facilitation, making sure that every concept he gives or every project he gives connects to the real business decision. And that is Victor Bolade. And these are our two instrumental certified business data analytics professionals that will be taking us through our 12 weeks should you meet them. We have Mr. Francis Kakari and Mr. Victor Bolade. Okay, so with the program that we gotten introduced to, why is it important to take this certification program? Why should you even be a participant for this class? The first one, IIBA, or the skill and knowledge you gain from this class, opens you up to get high salary earning potential because organizations across industries are seeking professionals that can interpret data and communicate their insights to stakeholder. And should you have that skill, you'll be the first to call, because for the IIBA 2024 and 2025 reports, it states that over 60% certified professionals earn way higher than those that have not certified or those that do not have the skill in the business data analytics. So it gives you high salary earning potential and also gives you career advancement and growth. That is what the CBDA program gives you, because for the CBDA program, it helps you to accelerate your career progression. It helps you to move from one stage to the other. And some testimonials that we've gotten from our cohort 1, cohort 2 participants, you could see that this is not just something we are saying, it's evident in what they are doing and is helping them to be a good professional in the organization. Also, this certification enhances your credibility. You just just don't go and say you have the skill in business data analytics or you can do this. It gives you the credibility to stand out, because if you have this certification from the endorsed education provider, that is Blossom Pro, you have the chance to get more opportunities, more job opportunities are open for you, be it online, be it in person. All you have is the advantage over someone that has not taken the training and someone that has not even ultimately written the exam. Also, it gives you global recognition and versatility, because IIBA is an international body based in Canada. So if you have a certificate from them, that certificate is globally recognized. And with that one, the IIBA program helps you with your job prospecting in various regions and countries, because a certificate from IIBA also proves your credibility and it helps you to be applicable to every industry that you find yourself. So who is a business data analyst? A business data analyst simply can be anyone that performs the tax in the model or understands the tax. So you are applicable to every industry, be it no matter your job title. No matter your job title, if you can effectively perform all the tasks, effectively understand the models, if you understand the 6 knowledge areas of the business data analytics, you don't have to have a title of, oh, I'm a data analyst to be able to give out your skill. It is applicable in every industry, be it mining, manufacturing, or any corporate field. You can have the certificate and you are versatile across. Also, it helps you to bring better decision making. It helps you to have better decision making, because this is coming from one cohort, one participant that gave a testimonial. And she said, prior to taking this class, everything she was doing was, okay, I'm just doing it. But now she answers the questions, why am I doing this? Why should this be done? Why should I do this? And this CBDA program equips professional with a structured framework, turning data into actionable insight. It helps you to think. Your mindset changes because everything is looked at a different viewpoint, and you get to understand the framework of business data analytics. So these are some of the 4 reasons. It's not exhaustive. There are more reasons why the CBDA program is important, but this major 4 points is something I wanted to zero on for all our professionals to see that investing in this project or investing in this program is the right course of action for your career progression. Okay, so one would say, I'm interested, I want to be a part of the CBDA program, but please, who qualifies to be a part of it? I would say anybody in any industry, be it an HR manager, an operational manager, a developer, a teacher, a marketing expert, a QA, anybody at all can come and take the business data analytics program. It is not for people with technical backgrounds only. It is open to everybody that has an interest in data analytics and wants to learn more about the certification program. So you are qualified to be a part of the program. All right. So initially, I spoke about some clientele and I told you we'll be introduced to some people that we've worked with. We've had our participants coming from JTech. We've worked with people in the NPA, also CASAPRECON, NHIS, NPRA, Forestry Commission, FDA, also GCAA, and this list goes on and on and on. We've had people coming from the banking field, the telecommunication field, and for our Quad 1 and Quad 2, when you get introduced to some of our participants, you'd get to understand that we have people from diverse industries coming to take this certification program, and so should you. All right. So when you take this program, what does it include? What goes into your 12 weeks? This program is a well-structured 12 weeks full 3 months program. It is a hybrid program. We have an in-person class and we have an online class also. There is a live instructor-led session that is our facilitator will be taking you through. We have an LMS that has all the course models on there. We have an exam bank that if you are being prepped for your exam also, your international exam, we have over 5,000 questions on our exam bank that you can learn from. So when you get registered onto our portal, you make your payment and all that, you get an account created for you on our LMS. We also have a mock simulation test with over 5,000 questions available. Domain practice session. So every domain, that's every knowledge area that is being done, we have domain questions that you can do to also boost your understanding of the knowledge area. Class recordings are also made available. Every class that we have, the core is being recorded. So when it's pasted on our class page, you can always go back to the recording, listen to it. If you don't understand anything, our facilitators are also on the page. You can quickly give them a text message and they will be willing to attend to you. We have a structured exam preparation. That's after the 12 weeks, our facilitators will take you through the exam preparation for the international exam also. And now for continuous learning, once you are done with your 12 weeks, we sign you on to 6 months data camp, full premium subscription, 6 months data camp, full premium subscription. This is to enhance you and give you continuous learning on data analytics because data evolves every day. So when you are done with the 12 weeks, we just don't want it to be the end. We want you to continuously learn about the data analytics skills, get more certifications on it. And Data Camp also gives you access to right certification. There are programs on there that you can try your hands on. So you 6 months data camp full premium subscription after your 12 weeks. Also, for the whole training, the whole 3 months training, a minimum of 80 contact hours of training by the endorsed partner. And the endorsed partner is Blossom Pro. So we give you 80 contact hours. And if you take this training, because we want our certification to be good and we want our participants to really understand, would encourage you that be it an online or in-person class that you pick, please put importance on your training because if you do not meet your 80 contact hours, if you do not meet your 80 contact hours, it will not benefit you. You have to do well, watch the recording session, practice your domain practice questions, practice the mock simulation test. It's all made available on our LMS for you. So the 80 contact hours is the minimum every participant in the class should achieve once you are done with your 12 weeks program with us. Okay, so now I would want us to listen to some testimonials from our participant. If you give me just 2 minutes to present my screen, I will be back. And please give me some thumbs up if it's good. I'm good to go. All right. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so I'm presenting my screen so we hear from our participants that have taken the training with us.
In this business modern age, organizations are investing into data in order to forecast typical business metrics, optimize their day-to-day activities, and competitive advantage. Not only does IIBA's certification in business data analytics makes you a viable candidate, it allows you to earn more, gives you the global recognition, and sets you up for remote jobs. The exciting news is you just need 150 cedis to book your spot. For more information, please call the numbers on your screen.
And what are you waiting for? Register now.
In this business modern age, organizations are investing into data in order to forecast typical business metrics, optimize their day-to-day activities, and competitive advantage. Not only does IIBA's certification in business data analytics makes you a viable candidate, it allows you to earn more, gives you the global recognition, and sets you up for remote jobs. The exciting news is you just need 150 cedis to book your spot. For more information, please call the numbers on your screen.
And what are you waiting for? Register now.
Most data analysts today know how to use tools. They can build dashboards and they can run reports. But here is the problem. Many still struggle to explain what the analysis means to the business. Sometimes the analysis is correct, but it doesn't solve the right problems. And other times, it's second and third class, I got to notice that it's more than just getting certified. It's just what we need as data analysts. That is to say that you an idea or understanding of what the business needs, what stakeholder needs, and that is what we as data analysts we lack. So having done knowledge and then combining it with an actual field experience is actually something that is actually working for me. I won't lie, because I've seen improvements. I've been in this program for 7 weeks now, and then as compared to I'm comparing before, that is before joining this program, and then during. So for during, I mean, when I make analysis, I start to ask questions. At first, I don't ask questions. I ask why, what, how, everything. Like anything I see, I mostly ask questions about it. And then, so let's say it's giving me that edge to actually ask more questions, not just any question, like just the right question. Understand every single thing that goes into our data. And then also, one key thing that I've also learned is that we actually have to take stakeholders' needs very supposed to do. But what this course actually gives you is to give you understanding of both aspects of both business, of stakeholder, and also.
Please, can you share the video or see it? Please give me some thumbs up. So sorry for that. Hello, Daniel. Can you see it? Please.
We can see it, but increase the volume.
I'm currently working as a data analyst with CMIH. First came across the promotion for the CBDA course. I was thinking it's just a certification, a way to get certified as a data analyst. After our first, second, and third class, I got to notice that it's more than just getting certified. It's just what we need as a data analyst. That is to say that now, as data analysts, we mostly focus on just deriving insight from data. But with what CBDA does is to give you an idea or understanding of what the business needs, what stakeholder needs, and that is what we as data analysts we lack. So having done knowledge and then combining it with an actual field experience is actually something that is actually working for me. I won't lie, because I've seen improvements. I've been in this program for 7 weeks now, and then as compared to, I'm comparing before, that is before joining this program, and then during. So for during, I mean, when I make analysis, I start to ask questions. At first, I don't ask questions. I ask why, what, how, everything, like anything I see, I mostly ask questions about it. And then, so let's say it's giving me that edge to actually ask more questions, not just any question, like just the right question, understand every single thing that goes into our data. And then also, one key thing that I've also learned is that we actually have to take stakeholders' needs very, very serious, because in all this process, the end goal is to actually meet the stakeholders' needs. So if as a normal data analyst, we just focus on just deriving insight from our data, then we are actually not doing what we are supposed to do. But what this course actually gives you is to give you understanding of both aspects, of both business, of stakeholder, and also having experience in data. So combining this three, that is you being a business data analyst, right? So combining this three actually to gain more for it to understand the key things that a business data analyst needs to gain in order to be a problem solver, a change manager in the business industry here in Ghana. I would recommend this program to every data analyst, not just not only data analysts, but also business owners, managers in companies, team leads, investors, stakeholders. Everybody needs to experience this course, because it doesn't only give you understanding of just data, but also it gives you a broader view of what business is all about, and also changes your perspective on certain things. So I would recommend this program to everybody. Thank you.
Okay, thank you all so much. And that was some ads and testimonials from me. She was part of the cohort 1 class, and I am very happy that she did get everything that she wanted for this program. I'll go back to my slide, share the program with all of you, and we will talk. Please let me know some thumbs up if you can see my screen. Can you see my screen? Okay. All right. Thank you so much. So that was it. And again, I do apologize for that long testimonial break that we took. Okay. So going in, we'll talk about the IIBA. That's the International Institute of Business Analysis. That is the certifying body. They are based in Canada. And this is a picture of their website. Their website is journey worry-free, and you can see them iiba.org, and you can have all the information you need there. IIBA, what is it about? So in the International Institute of Business Analysis, they've been in existence for over 20 years. They celebrated their 20 years, and they had a very grand program of expert professionals on a webinar that they spoke about this whole journey, getting to a network of businesses. So that is what IIBA does. over 120 chapters globally, 120 chapters globally over worldwide, and also brings to you globally recognized certification, just like the business data analytics one that Blossom Pro is running. You also support career growth as a career. Go on there to have listings once you register to be a member of the body. Okay, so when you take the IIBA program or the IIBA CBDA what structure is a 75 MCQ program. It is 100% scenario based, 2 hours duration. So if you go on our LMS test, we have the exact same structure. We even do it 1 hour, 30 minutes, so that we can build your capacity as a professional and get you ready for the international exam. This exam too is live proctored. You have a live invigilator with you that will guide you through the process, and you can do it everywhere with just a webcam. So it is an online class. We don't have an office in Ghana. They don't have any place you can go to write the exam. So we would encourage that if you have an office space or even in your house, anywhere you can take this exam. 75 multiple choice questions, scenario based as data analytics professional. Okay, just as your questions in the chat book, also test us on our and we will attend you. So I should introduce that memberships. And why should you register as an IIBA member? Because becoming a IIBA member for the National Institute of Business Analysis, it gives not just access. You are just getting us to their portal. It connects to global professional community in business data analytics, to like-minded professionals. You get access to their IIBA online library. It has over 11 features. And should you write an article or anything, you just tag IIBA and they can list it on their website. As exclusive member webinars with expert professionals any day, anywhere. And these webinars are sent to your emails to remind you of it because you are now part of a community. They treat you as such. Also, you get the opportunity to connect with other members at local and international conferences. There's an IIBA conference coming up in October, and we celebrate the Business Analysis Day. And with these ones, professionals all over the world are trooping into USA where they will be having the program. And once you go there, you get to network your reach. Also, if you register as a member, first you start to on 40 registration because you are a member, the benefit IBA gives you. Some commonly asked questions or frequently asked questions that people keep asking. We get this in our WhatsApp everywhere. One thing they would also want to know is that coding I can be a part of this program. Experience is needed. And the question, I don't have a programming background. Will I be able to do this analytics program? And the yes, after the CBDA certification program, I'm a functional consultant. I don't have any knowledge about the database or programming. Is it needed? No questions that we get. And also, because IIBA is a portal that has lots of international certifications, someone might ask, please, I am already a PMP, I'm already ECBA, CCBA, CBAP certified. Why should I do this? The reason why you should do this is because even if you already hold any IIBA certification, CBDA offers a different unique value because you identify your data and you are able to bridge the gap between data and business and ultimately influence business decision. CBDA does not only focus on data analytics tools, it helps you to understand the framework, the methodology in understanding the data analytics should you be given a task. This makes you accessible to all industries and all professionals because you hold a certification that equips you with a skill that you can use even without any tag or from various backgrounds. So this certification helps you to bridge that gap. Okay, so for the 14th September cohort, one would ask, Stella, I have listened to you. Stella, I am very interested in this program. How do I join? How do I join? The first thing is to visit the Blossom Pro website. Visit the Blossom Pro website and it will be posted in the chat box also for you a link. You just click on that link. You go to the CBDA program page. Go to the CBDA program page. Fill in your personal detail. That is the name, the email, phone number. And once my colleague takes over, she will take you to the website and help you to do this. Once after the program, I should see registrations coming in because now you are well informed and you are ready to take on this challenge, that is, take on the CBDA program. You make payment, registration fee is required. That's the registration fee of 150 cedis, and Danielle will talk more about that. You submit the form, you receive a confirmation email, and the next step is onboarding. That is a simple way to join the class this September 14th, and registration is currently open and is flying in. So I would urge all of us on this call to be a part of this journey. Register to be a part of the 14th September class. Okay. So with this one, I will leave it. I will call in my colleague, Danielle. Danielle, can you hear me?
Hi, Stella, I can hear you.
Okay, thank you so much for joining us. So I'll leave the session for Daniel to take us through the course. And Daniel, pardon me, I will be scrolling for you. So please tell me when to move and I will do that.
All right. Thank you very much, Stella. Hi, everyone. Good evening. Thank you once again for joining us. My name is Danielle, and I am one of the Marketing and Business Development Associates for Blossom Pro. It's a pleasure to be here with you today. Before I begin, I would just quickly like to confirm if everyone can see me and hear me clearly. If everything is clear, kindly leave a reaction in the chat box for me. All right. Okay, I can see that. Thank you once again. So now I will be walking us through the CBDA program, the investment, the class options, and what you can expect from the program. Stella has said a lot of that, so I'll just be walking us through the monetary aspects. So, like she mentioned earlier, the next CBDA class is starting on 14th September 2026, and the duration of the program is 3 months, which is approximately 12 weeks. So the total tuition for the program is 5,000 Ghana cedis. And this 5,000 Ghana cedis is made up of 150 Ghana cedis registration fee and a 4,850 cedis course fee. The registration fee is actually what secures your spot in the program, while the course fee or the tuition fee covers the actual training. So now when it comes to the class schedule, Stella, I think you can move on to the next slide. When it comes to the class schedule, we have two different options available, and you would need to choose the option that works best for you. So the first option I would be talking about is the online option. If you choose the online option, your sessions will be held on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. And the second option I would be walking us through is the in-person class, which takes place on Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. And one important thing you have to note is that these two classes are separate class options. So if you register for the online class, you will attend the online classes or the sessions, and you will not be able to switch over to the in-person sessions. Likewise, if you register the in-person sessions as well, you would attend the Saturday in-person sessions and you will not be joining the online sessions. And Stella mentioned earlier on that the classes are recorded. Yes, the online classes are recorded. And whether you are taking the online or the in-person, you would have access to the recorded sessions. So when you are registering, you would need to decide whether you are going for the online option or whether you are going for the in-person option. So between the two, whichever more is convenient for you, like based on your schedule or your learning preferences, what you would be sticking to. So for those who will choose the in-person option, our training location is at Kwabenya Point 1, Greater Accra Region, Kwabenya Point 1. Now, I would want to quickly take you through how you can register for the program and secure your spots. So, Stella kindly permits me to,
Daniel, I can stop sharing so that
yes,
you go ahead.
kindly permits me to share my screen on that. So walking us through the registration, you would first need to go to our website, which I have already left the link in the chat box. I would also be mentioning it. Please, can you see my screen? Is my screen visible? And can you all hear me and see me as well? All right. Okay. So we will head on to our website, www.blossompro.io. Once you type blossompro.io, the website would open. And once the page opens, you would see the first thing you would be seeing is CBDA, the CBDA background. So you head on to click on learn more. And once you click on learn more, you can see register now. You can see download brochure. So you can download our brochure and go through after the info session. But now we are more focused on the registration, how to register to partake in the class. So you click on register now. And when you click on register now, you will be asked to provide your basic details. So you would input your first name, your last name, your email address, and your phone number. And you will proceed to make the 150 cedis registration payment, which secures your spot for the program. The payment is processed securely through Paystack. So you have several convenient payment options available. You can pay using your Visa card, your MasterCard, MTN Mobile Money, Telecel, Airtel Tigo, Apple Pay, and many other payment options on the platform. So once you complete the registration, that is it. Your registration will be captured and you will be able to proceed with the next steps for the program. So if you are interested in joining our September class, the 14th September cohorts, these are the steps you will be going through. So you can immediately register, or after the session, you can register using the steps I have taken you through. If you are finding it difficult to do that as well, no problem. You can reach out to myself and Stella and would walk you through the registration process. So Stella, you can go ahead and share your screen.
Yeah, Daniel, thank you so much for that presentation.
No, I mean, I'm not done with the presentation, but I would want you to continue sharing the screen for me.
Okay,
Okay,
please, is it visible now?
it is.
All right, thank you.
So now I would be taking us to another important part of the CBDA certification journey, which is the IIBA membership. The CBDA certificate is administered by the International Institute of Business Analysis, or IIBA for short. So the membership is separate from the training fee that you would pay to Blossom Pro. And I'm sure you all can see Region 1, Region 2, Region 3. I wouldn't be walking us through these, but I would want us to know that for those of us in India and Africa, ours is Region 3. So I'll just be talking about Region 3 for now. So for participants in Region 3, which is Ghana and includes Africa, the individual annual membership fee is $60. $60. And there is also a student membership option. So for the participants who would be taking the class with us and are already students, you would have to pay $40 for the IIBA registration or membership registration. But if you are not a student and you are a working professional, you would be paying $60 for the annual membership fee. And whilst we are talking about IIBA, I want to mention that there are several benefits that comes with becoming an IIBA member, which I think Stella mentioned earlier on. I would also want to be mentioning a few. So when we talk about the benefits you would be receiving once you become an IIBA member, we can talk about the examination discounts, which I'm yet to mention. We can talk about the access to the Babok guide, career resources, and also access to a global network of business analysis professionals. So now we'll be talking about the CBDA certification examination. For IIBA members, the CBDA examination fee is $250 for you. So once you pay your $60 and as an IIBA member, when it's time for you to write the examination, you would pay $205. But also, there are some people who would want to just go ahead and write the exam without um, being IIBA members. That is also allowed. So for such individuals or the non-members, it is $405 for you. But think of it this way: paying $60 to become an IIBA member and paying $205 for the examination fee, you get a lot of discounts. So if you are not an IIBA member and you just want to register for the exam and pay $405, you are not getting enough discount. You are not getting any discount. You are just paying the actual amount. So here at Blossom, once you take the program with us, we encourage you to become members of IIBA just so you enjoy the discounts on the exam fees. And if there's any reason for you to rewrite the exam or retake the exam, since you are a member of IIBA, you would be paying $195. And for those who are non-members of IIBA who for any reason would want to take the exam again, the fee for you to pay is $305. So think about that as well. You would also be getting a discount if you are an IIBA member. And for the recertification fee, if you would want to re-get your certificate or after some time, if there's any need for you to request for another certificate from IIBA, you would be paying $30 for that, whether you are a member or not, it's $30 for you. So that is the breakdown of the training registration, the IIBA membership, and the examination cost. At this point, I would like to open the floor for any questions that you may have. It could be about the program, the schedule, the fees, the IIBA certification, or even the registration process. So now the floor is open and you may feel free to ask and we'll be happy to take your questions. You can raise your hand in and we would call on you to ask your question. You can also leave your question in the chat box and we'll read it out loud and provide answers to that for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Daniel. Daniel, so there's a question, I think you've already answered it. Eric Saforo wanted to know how much is the international certification? How much is the international certification? And Daniel gave us the breakdown of the $60 for membership and $250 for the exam fee. And if you are not a member, you pay $450 for the
$405.
$405. Thank you so much. Okay. Yes. Okay. So please, just like she said, please let us know if there are any questions. We've taken 7 minutes of your time. We apologize for that, but then we are here to answer any question that you may have and get you well informed so that you can be a part of the 14th September class. So please feel free. We'll take some questions from 5 people and we can bring the session to an end.
Well, I think someone has a question, so I would read that out and answer it. So Bernard is asking, please, are there installments planned for the course registration? Yes, Bernard. I think I skipped that, and I thank you for the question. So for the 5,000 CDs I mentioned earlier on, booking your seat for the class is 150 Ghana CDs, and the remaining tuition is 4,850. So before class starts on 14th September 2026, or within the first week of class, you should be able to pay at least 50% deposit. You should make at least a 50% deposit of the 4,850 CDs. So that will be 2,425. And the remaining 50%, that is the 2,425, can be spread across for you. So that is paid in installments. So between 2 to 3 months into the class, you should be able to complete the payment of that remaining 50%. I hope your question is answered, Bernard. Thank you. Okay, so I can see Richie Dajima. Richie Dajima, you can go ahead with your question.
All right. Thank you all so much for the detailed presentation. So I have a question, but I wanted to also confirm, is it 250 or 205 and then the other ones? Because I think it was indicated as 250, but you said 205 or something. One of.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Thank you very much for the question. Thank you for the correction. If I mentioned 205, so I would want to walk us through that again. For the examination fee, are you saying something?
Oh, no, I was going to say I'm showing on the screen now.
Yes.
Yeah, I've projected it now, so it's there.
Okay. So my question now is
Okay.
about the recertification fee. I think it was not really clear what you meant by recertification, because if so I want to ask if you are making like an annual membership renewal fee of $60, what is the recertification about? Is it? I think I had read it once on their website. I don't know if it's about maybe you haven't engaged so much with their resources, and so they are going to revoke your certificate. And if you want to get it back, or like, I just want to understand the whole point of recertification. Given that there's an annual renewal of $60.
Daniel, should I take that?
Yes, you can. You can.
Okay. So, Richinda, please, sorry if I don't get the name right. So the annual membership fee is for membership to get or to become a part of the community. And the recertification fee for the IIBA, every IIBA program has a year period that it lasts. So if you are taking a program like business analysis, for every 3 years, you have to get your recertification. That is not an exam you are writing. You are just getting the recertification so that your badge and your certificate as a CBAP is still valid and is still in their system. So it's just like a renewal. So the $60 is just membership, you being a part of the whole community community. But then the examination fee is treated differently. So for the IIBA CBDA program, you can have your certificate for 2 years, but after 2 years, you should pay for your registration $30 so that you can still have your badge, still be in their system as a certified professional.
Okay. So is it 2 years or 3 years after when?
So the first one I spoke about is business analysis. That one is 3 years, and the IIBA CBDA is 2 years.
Okay, so this one we are doing is 2 years. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. Please, I would like to read a question in the chat box from the Bible Society of Ghana. What happens if I don't pay the member annual fee after the first year? Is there any penalty aside the fact that I no longer become a member? Stella, would you like to answer that as well?
Okay, so hello, Daniel. So what happens if I don't pay the member annual fee after the first year? Is there any penalty aside the fact that I no longer become a member? Please, if you don't pay the membership, it's an annual fee payment. So you are no longer a member of IIBA. Yes, so there's no penalty. There's no penalty. You just pay $60. So I paid mine last year, 19th August. So this year, 18th August, I have to renew my membership to be a part of the community. So there's no payment penalty. You just have to renew it so that you can still be receiving access to the library, getting access, just like Danielle said, getting reductions on your certification programs and all that.
All right, thank you. Please, are there any
You're
more
welcome.
questions for us?
Danielle, we can just do 2 more because we've taken time and we'll just bring the session to an end.
All right. Okay, I think Bernard, the Bible Society of Ghana has another question. Okay, and will you write a recertification exam?
So Bernard, I think the first question was you being a member. So if you're a member, you've not written an exam, the exam is different. That's when you pay the 250. So if you pay the 250 and you have the certificate, that's if you've written your 75 questions and you have your badge as a certified business or data analytics professional, then after 2 years, you should be able to renew that badge and still be in the IIBA system. That's when you pay the $30. So the membership fee is just to be a part of a community. Examination fee too is different. All right. Thank you so much, the Bible community. All right. Danielle,
Okay.
so please, there are no more questions, and if you
Yes.
give the chance, if we can bring this to an end, or you have something for us, please give us your last words.
Okay. So I would like to mention that since we've taken so much of their time, we wouldn't be taking any more questions. But if you still have questions that you would want us to answer for you or any follow-ups, you can reach out to us on 020-624-8193 or 055-879-2608. I would like to mention the numbers one last time. 020-624-8193, 020-624-8193, and 055-879-2608. Thank you so much once again.
Okay. Thank you so much. And thank you, the Bible Society Community of Ghana, for your message. Time not wasted. And I'm so happy about that. Okay, so please thank you all for the audience and thank you for joining the session. Like we said, the recording will be on our YouTube page. We'll also share the link so that you can go back if there's anything you did not understand or you need more clarification on. Please reach out to us on our WhatsApp or please do well to watch the video. And also for the 14th September class, we'll be expecting all 35 to 40 people on this call to register to be a part of the class. Would want to see you, and Danielle and myself would want to receive you. So thank you so much. Visit our website. First step is to make your registration payment and be a part of the class. Thank you so much and have a lovely evening. My name is Stella and see you again.